How was your weekend, Peggy?
Nothing special.
Okay. Nothing
Huh?
really special. You know, it's
Yeah.
been raining in the Philippines for a week now. In fact, we had a typhoon and
Oh,
yeah, right now we still experience heavy rains because of the monsoon. Are you familiar with monsoon? Do you know
monsoon.
what's the meaning of monsoon?
No. How to spell it?
M-O, okay, I'll just type it on the Skype. Let me check it. Monsoon. Okay, I sent
Mm-hmm.
it on the Skype.
Soon.
Yeah,
M O
right.
M
Are you
O
familiar
N.
with that?
No, I'll check it. M
Okay, I'll also try to check a Chinese character for that. Maybe it will help you more. When you say monsoon,
monsoon. Yes, we
okay.
have. Maybe we have the similar rain like 梅雨.
Yeah, I think so because Taiwan is
Uh-huh.
part of the Philippine area responsibility. When you
Yes.
say Philippine area responsibility, usually the weather we experience in the Philippines, it is also a huge, there's also a huge tendency that Taiwan also experience. That's
Yes.
why,
Oh, yeah, I know the monsoon, like our another word, and May.
how do you call that in Chinese?
Yes, okay. I, I can find where can I? Okay, here.
Mm.
梅雨 will the rain will soon. They will come tomorrow.
Oh, just
The
tomorrow.
lasting a week. Yeah.
I
Hmm.
see.
It's
Okay,
late
well,
this year. Yeah.
late this year. Okay, well, because during the past, I think for the rest of 4 or 5 months, we experience very, very hot weather, you
Uh
know.
huh.
In
Uh
fact, Peggy, rather, we experience like 43 degrees. You know that?
huh.
Let me write it down. 43 degrees. Okay, before we experience this monsoon or the typhoon, we had very, very hot weather in the past few months.
Yeah.
Okay, in the
So
rest
it's
of 5 months, I think it's
cool
terrible.
now.
Ah, yeah, it's cool. It's very
Very
cool,
nice.
and I prefer a cold weather than a hot weather. Anyway. Well, anyway, Peggy, I think we can start now the lesson. Are you ready to talk about it? I
Okay.
think I was able to give you a homework. All you're gonna
Yeah.
do is to tell me if the sentence is negative or positive, right?
Yeah.
I think you're done with that. Right,
Yes.
Peggy, so shall we do it now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's go on. By
Yeah.
the way, I was able to write down a page number on the right
Uh-huh.
upper corner, so it will be easier for you to see the book pages. Can you
Okay.
see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
19.
All right. So we are now on page 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at the lower part of page 19,
Yeah.
we will check your homework. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So can
Okay.
you start doing it now?
Yeah. Example number 2.
Yeah? Oh,
Sorry.
are you okay? You want to drink some water?
It's fine.
All right, let's now start. Okay, can you read, please?
Uh, I didn't used to collect anything, but now I do. It's negative sentence and a
Okay.
positive statement.
Yeah, right. Very good. Okay, now you can identify easily now, right?
Uh,
Wow,
yes,
you
I hope
can.
so.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can identify it. Okay, next.
I
Number
never
3.
used to play sports, but now I like to keep fit. It is negative sentence and a positive statement.
I never used to play sports, but now I like to
I
keep
like
fit.
to keep
Okay,
fit.
that's right. It's a positive statement because he wants to get back, right? He
Yeah.
wants to get fit
And
again.
yeah.
Okay, number 4.
Uh, I never used to worry about money, but I do now.
Okay.
It's negative sentence, but I don't know if it is negative or positive statement.
It's a positive statement because
Positive.
she has something to she likes to do something about it now, right?
Mhm.
Because she
But
said, "But I do now." Right?
worry about money is not a good thing.
Yeah, that was before. She
I
said,
hope I don't worry about
I
money.
think it's very common to us, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Many of us worry money, worry about money rather, right?
Mhm.
I think only rich people or
Mhm.
or even wealthy people, they still worry about money. Do you understand? I think they
If I
worry
were rich,
much.
I won't worry about money.
I think Peggy,
Uh-huh.
many billionaires or many businessmen, they still worry about their money. You know what?
Maybe.
I think this is my analysis about it because
Mhm.
as far as I am concerned, I guess um, these people, they want to earn every day
More money.
more and
More,
more.
more.
Yeah, they want to get more and more and more. Never stop more, okay?
So they will worry about money too.
Well, I think it's very common for ordinary people like us, right? To worry about money. Like, we have some unexpected things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start now.
I used to have a lot of habits, but now I don't have any free time. It's positive sentence and negative statement.
Okay, wait, let me check it. I used to have a lot of hobbies. Yeah, that's a positive one. But now I don't have any free time. Okay, that's a positive sentence. Then it become negative statement because she doesn't have time for that, right?
Yeah.
For his or her hobbies. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, next, number 6.
Uh, when I was younger, I used
Oh,
to
it's
care.
number 6.
Number 6. I didn't used to follow po-
Politics.
politics, but now I check headlines online every day. It's negative sentence and a positive statement.
Okay. Let me check it. I didn't used to follow politics, but now I check headlines online every day. Okay, this is a negative sentence. That's right. And it become positive statement. Okay, very good. And the last one,
When I was younger, I used to care a lot about my appearance. Now I'm too busy to care how I look.
you're
It's
right.
positive sentence and negative statement.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, this is very I can relate very much about this. When you become a mom, Peggy, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
When you're younger, you cannot go out without, without putting makeup on your face. Like,
Hmm.
but about, it's very opposite now. I think it's easier to go out even nothing on your face, right?
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Hmm.
well, that's very common for many mommies, right, Peggy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to correct one pronunciation, okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
With the word, okay, didn't. Okay. Well, There's nothing wrong to say. Okay, I'll be writing it. Can you just follow me here? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I just want to correct your pronunciation here. Okay. Yeah. When you say didn't, all right, well, that's good. That's the right pronunciation, you know, Peggy. I didn't, like, for example, the sentence, the last sentence you said, I didn't used to follow politics, okay? So instead of saying didn't, okay, I want to inform you that there is a better way to pronounce it to be sounding like a native speaker, Peggy, okay? Like, I didn't.
Oh.
Okay? So it's better that you're gonna say like I didn't, right? You have to remove the, okay, let me X this. Okay, can you see it? You have to remove the letter D sound, which is the D. So you're gonna say didn't. Can you say didn't? Yeah, I didn't used to follow politics. Can you try it?
I didn't used to follow politics, but
Okay.
now
It's okay. You don't need to complete the sentence. Well, I just want to give you a better pronunciation, okay? Because normally it will be better that you can copy also how the native speakers speak. You got it? Excuse me. Okay. Well, let's now talk about the grammar focus, okay? Well, we are still here, you know, but this time I will be expounding on you the different usage of used to, get used to, and I am used to. Okay, so this is an exciting topic for tonight because you will be learning aside before we discuss more of this. I'll be talking about more about this. I think you already know what's the meaning and how to use used to. Okay. However, I was able to prepare some sentences here or some lessons here that can add up your understanding. Okay. Okay. You're gonna take a look of the following two sentences, and please tell me what's the difference in meaning. Okay. Alright, so kindly follow me here in the grammar focus. Are you with me in the grammar focus? Okay. So I'd like you to follow me here, like here below. Okay, here. I was able to prepare this a few minutes ago, before our class begins. Okay. Can you see these two sentences? Okay. Can you read this?
I used to.
No.
Take a look at the following two sentences. What's the difference in meaning?
Can you read?
I used to drink green tea. I am used to drinking tea.
Okay. I'd like to ask your understanding. I want to know your comprehension. Okay. Can you explain to me what's the meaning of I used to drink green tea?
I used to drink. It means I drank green tea in the past.
Okay.
But now I don't drink green tea.
Okay, that's right. Okay. That's the meaning of I used to drink green tea. So you were drinking green tea in the past, but not now anymore. This is something that this is something that you used to do it. Okay, you used to do it, but not now anymore. Okay, that's correct. What about the next sentence? I am used to drinking tea. What's the meaning of that?
used to.
Okay, let's go back to the, do you remember we talked about before tense of the verb? Tenses of the verb. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Simple, past tense, present tense, future tense. Okay? So I think you still remember that. Okay? Past tense, present tense, and future tense. Okay. I want you to tell me now, Peggy, what tense of the verb is number 1? The first sentence. Is it a past tense, simple,
Past tense.
present, or future?
Simple past.
Okay, just say it with the past, okay?
Past.
Past form.
Okay.
Okay, I'll write it on the side. Okay, so it will be easier for you to check on if you are doing the right thing, okay? Okay, now let's go on to the next one. What about the next one? What is it?
Present form.
Why did you say it's present form?
Am. Am.
Because of the be verb am. Okay, very good. Well, that's a very good observation. Because of the be verb am. Okay, and you will able to you were able to see it. Okay, I think you understand. But now my question is this: the first sentence is in the past, and you are right. You said it correctly. When you say I used to drink green tea, it means you're drinking tea before, but not now anymore. What about this one? It's in the present form. And what's the meaning of that?
It means I like drink tea now.
Now?
I used to.
Just now?
Just in the past and now.
In the past and now? Okay. All right. Okay. It's, yeah, go ahead. Keep going, Peggy. What are you saying?
It's my regular.
Very good. Very
Mm-hmm.
good. Okay, I like the way you said it. This is some kind of a regular thing you do, okay? Or this is some kind of a hobby, or this is some kind of a habit. That's very good. Okay, this is a very good observation. Now, what's the difference now in I used to drink green tea and I am used to drinking tea? So the first one is something happened in the past, but you're not doing anymore, used to. I want you to understand the expression used to. There are different ways of using it, so don't be confused. And now the second one, you can use it also in a present form, that this is something that you do regularly. This is something, some kind of a hobby or a habit. Okay. So because of the be verb am, you were able to understand that this is something that you like doing, or this is something that you regularly do. This is something that kind of a habit. Okay. So that's why you used in a present form, and that's a very good observation. Okay. Now, I used to something. Okay, I already explained that, and I'd like to check more. I just want you to check this. These great examples too, okay? What is the exact meaning of it? The way I'm explaining this to you. Okay, I want you to read this. I used to something.
I used to something.
Okay, go ahead.
I used to drink green tea. I used to drink green tea means that in the past I drank green tea, but now I don't. Used to describes an action that did happen, but doesn't happen now. Check out these great examples.
Okay, I was able to prepare 2 great examples too. Okay, so please read this one. Sorry, Peggy, because I have a cough.
Yes, me too.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's continue. Please read these two sentences.
When I was young, I used to play with dolls, but I don't anymore.
Okay, thank you for reading that. What about the second one?
Before I passed my driving test, I used to cycle everywhere.
Okay, very good. What do you observe?
Uh,
What do you observe? Can you tell me? It's quite longer sentence, right? So maybe I want to check on your comprehension again, Peggy. What do you think about these two sentences? Can you compare, Peggy?
uh, the difference between
The
the two
difference.
sentences.
Yeah, the difference.
Mm,
Okay, let me talk about it. You want me to talk about it?
okay, please.
Okay. It's the same thing that way we talk about above. Okay. The way I explained to you, because in here, I used to something like that, right? Okay, like in the first sentence, when I was young, I used to play with dolls, but I don't anymore. So this is something happened in the past, right? This is something like a kind of in the past form, okay? And the next sentence, before I passed my driving test, I used to cycle everywhere, okay? So she is expressing here that she was able to say, I used to cycle. Okay? So before she goes everywhere, or before she passed her driving test, she was able to practice a lot, right? Driving everywhere. You get it? And that was also presented in the present form. You got it?
Where is the present form?
I used to cycle everywhere. Can you understand this?
Uh-huh.
I used to cycle everywhere. Can you understand that?
But it's past form.
Yeah, it's a past form, but you have to understand here that you used to do something. Before I passed driving test, she was able to use, oh, sorry, what I'm trying to say is past form. Sorry. That's why I said it's the same thing. Okay? So if you will notice, that's why I said I used to something. Okay? If you will notice, I was able to write here, check out these great examples, Peggy. So if you will notice that this is something that you used to do something before. Okay? So it's very common in American English, Peggy, when you're using used to, it's very common that, you know, when you talk about your childhood, okay, when do we usually talk about used to? I think it's very common when we talk about our childhood. Or sometimes we talk about our previous jobs. Okay? We also talk about our previous hobbies. Okay? Anything previous but not now anymore, etc. Okay? So, it's very common that we talk about the past when you used to do something. Okay?
Yeah.
You got it? Alright.
Yeah.
So, I think you understood me on that, right? Okay. Now, let me give you something more, okay? Let me show you this one. I am used to something. Okay? So this one, excuse me. Sorry for that cough. Okay. So if you notice, the first one is something I used to something. And this one is I am used to something. Okay? Could you please read my sentences?
I'm used to
I am.
something.
I
I
am.
am used to something.
Okay.
I am used. Can I read I am? No.
No, no, you cannot,
No.
because
I
it's written as I am. So
used
if
to is a I am used to drinking green tea. I am used to drinking green tea means that at first drinking green tea was strange and unusual,
unusual.
but now it has become familiar. Be used to describes an action that was perhaps different and is now difficult and is
Okay.
now easy. I'm accustomed to green tea has
Yes.
the same meaning. Read on for fantastic examples.
Okay, so please read them all.
It took me a while, but I'm finally used to using this new software.
Okay.
I'm getting used to the strange smell in the factory. I'll never get used to the heat in India.
India. Okay, so all of these sentences, Peggy, is something that you are, just doing often. Okay, it took me a while, but I'm finally used to using this new software. Like for example, you are new at the job, you are new at your work, right? And you have to use a different software now. Okay, you're not used to it. You are not familiar of doing it yet, but after a few weeks of using it, you were able to get yourself familiar. That's the time that you can say that I am used to. All right, I'm finally used to. Okay, she was able to say it here. I'm finally used to. Okay, all right. And the next sentence, I'm getting used to. Okay, so if you will notice, there are different ways, okay, also of using of I am something, I am used to something. So if you try to check it out, I added here finally, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the other one, I
Never.
added ing form of the verb, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ing form of the verb, of course. And then, well, this is a negative sentence, okay? Never get, okay? That's a negative sentence of a verb, like never get, okay? So I just gave you this lesson so that you have options to make. You have options in using your sentences, like if you want to say that you are already familiar of something, right? In using or in getting used to it, okay? Like I'm gonna share with you my own experience, Peggy. When I was starting, when I started teaching, at the beginning, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it, but after started loving the teaching, I I got used to it, I got used to. So it means when I say I got used to, it means I already get used to it. Okay? I already got used to it. Okay? So it means it's finished. I am now used to teaching. Because before I didn't like it. Okay? I didn't like teaching English.
Yeah.
Not exactly English, but I didn't like teaching, That was the hatest job that I hate in the past. Yeah, that was true. I mean, that is true, Peggy. But not
Boring.
now. Not exactly boring. Maybe because, if you didn't like something, um, you cannot say if it's exciting or boring. It's because you don't like it. Like, for example, like, for example, I gave a toy to my little boy. Because my little boy, I mean my youngest son, when I buy him a toy, he is a type of a little one. He's not the, he's not the usual boy that when you give him a toy, he will be very happy about it. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not a type of that. Well, he will be happy because you remember him. You gave him a toy. He's a typical like that. But Peggy, he's a type of a boy that when he will show you that okay, he appreciate it, but he appreciates that you bought him a toy, but honestly,
like toys.
he doesn't like it much. No, when you buy him a toy, make sure that he really likes it, so that he will be very happy. Okay, something like that. And anyway, I'm already used to it. If he's not so happy when I give him a toy. So now what I do, I don't buy him a toy often. If he asks me to buy a toy, I just buy him. And he will be very happy for that because I'm already used to it, I'm already used to it because he's my son. I know him very well, right? Okay, well, with that, is there any question?
No.
Okay, can you try to explain to me what's the difference between these two things or get used to? Okay.
Get used to and what?
I am used to is like get used to, right? Okay, and used
Yeah.
to.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question, Peggy. Can you describe to me in your own words? Can you describe to me the difference between I used to something and I am used to something or get used to something?
Get used to is the same meaning with the I am used to.
Okay, that's right.
And it means uh, it means it's present. It's the regular things I do. Present.
Okay. Not exactly present, but this is something that you already get familiar. Not exactly present. I have to correct you with that, Peggy.
Okay.
This is not happening right now or at the moment. This is not about that. It's about regularly happening or hobby or a kind of habit, but not exactly present. We just consider it in the present form, in the verb tense. We consider it in the present form, but not exactly happening right now. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I think you understood that. And with that, okay, there's a very easy exercises below. Okay? But before that, I just wanted to get you ready, okay? So that you will understand much better all of these things and it will be easier for you to answer all these exercises. So let's do it together, Peggy. I want you to open the link. Can you follow me on page 21 in the grammar focus? You can see a link there. Could you please open it? Okay.
So listening now.
Yep. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Start listening now.
Page
Tell me you're
5,
done.
Exercise 8. Grammar focus. Used to. Used to refers to something that you regularly did in the past, but don't do anymore.
Did you used to collect things?
Yes, I used to collect comic books.
No, I didn't used to collect anything, but now I collect art. What sports did you used to play? I used to play baseball and volleyball.
I never used to play sports, but now I play tennis.
Okay, I finished.
All right, you're done. It's very simple kind of conversation, Peggy. And if you notice, you were able to see in here that how used to, right? Used in a conversation. And this is why I was able to explain to you first how to use used to, I get used to, or I am used to. Okay? I already explained them all, everything, so that you will not get confused in understanding used to. Because many English learners, Peggy, they are confused, right? And now I guess you are not. And I think you can easily answer and complete the questions below. Or the conversation, I mean to say. Okay, so there are 4 short conversations. It is so easy. Number 1 is already given to you. So I'd like to read number 1 conversation. Did you used to collect comic books when you were little? No, I collect comic books. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Did you used to collect comic books when you were little? No, I blank. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I didn't collect comic books. Or I never, okay? Didn't or never. You can use it both, okay? So this is only an example answer. I want you to do numbers 2, 3, and 4, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you may write in a blue ink, please, Peggy, okay? Tell me if you have some questions, okay? All right.
Are you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? Yes, we used to spend hours there. What video games do you play? Video game.
Okay, Don?
Wait a minute.
Okay. Are you sure? Check your verb. Where's your verb here with your question? Where is your main verb?
Are you?
Where's the main verb, Peggy? In main verb.
Used to.
You need some help? I think you can do it. Just try to analyze it. You understand the meaning of be verb and main verb, Peggy?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Used to. Use.
Okay, that's very good. Oh yeah, let's start. Number 2, you read it.
Did you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? Yes, we used to spend hours there on the weekend.
Okay, well, that is correct, Peggy. However, you had a little difficulty. Yeah, you had a little confusions. So let me just remind you on this. Always remember to check the verb. The main verb. So where is the main verb? Your main verb here is use, right? A while ago, you were able to use used to. So it means instead of using did, you have to use are. Or, you have to use are. Are you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? You can also say that. However, this is something that finished. Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot say like, were you and your friends used to play? Okay, you can also say that by using without D, okay? You can just only use U-S-E, where you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids. You can also say that, okay? Or you can also use did, okay? Now, you have to analyze if the be verb, oh, by the way, where and did, they are what we call linking verb or be verb, okay? They are very helpful, okay, in making questions mostly, okay? So you have to analyze. Do you think where you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? Or you have to use did you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? Okay, you also have to, learning to analyze which be verb you're going to use. That is also important, Peggy. Okay, so which do you think is better? Okay, so the better one is did. You're right. Okay, you were able to use did. And did you and your friends used to play at the playground as kids? Yes, we used to spend hours there on weekends. Okay, so this is all correct. Let's go to number 3.
What video games are you play? I play video games.
Okay.
Now I play them all the time. What video? It's some strange.
Yeah, that is really strange.
What video game? What video game? What video games? I play video game. What video game did you play?
Oh, wait a minute. Something is missing here, Peggy.
Oh.
There's a underline missing there. So maybe you can repeat your answers here.
What video game?
Do you think using R is correct?
No.
No, why not? Why not? Where is your... Okay, let me ask you a question first. Where's your main verb in this question? Main verb.
Play.
Play, that's correct. Now, if you're using play, if you're using R is a be verb, right? Okay, and your main verb is here. What is the right pattern?
Present.
No. I mean, what is the right pattern? No, it's not my question. My question is, what is the form? What is the form? In using your verb, you have to add ing form. Okay, this is the proper way. Okay, however, it was not added there. What video games are you playing? Okay, because this is a different meaning. It means something happening right now. What video games are you playing? So you're talking about in the present. But that's not the one written in this, okay? This is not that one, okay? So the one you're gonna fill in is only here, the be verb. So what should it be? Okay? It should be, what video games
did you play?
Did you play? Okay, correct. So I'll be removing that R, okay? Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
But it's also strange. What video game? What video game? Oh, I didn't play video games. I used to. I never play.
Yeah, that's correct.
I
didn't or I
didn't.
never. That's correct, Peggy.
I didn't play video game.
Okay, I'll be writing it, okay? I didn't or I never. Okay? But here, when you use never, you have to add up ed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the right
didn't.
one is didn't.
Didn't.
Okay, that's very good. So you can analyze it, right, Peggy?
Yeah.
Can you analyze it correctly, right? Okay. So, can you read that, please? Number 2.
I didn't play video games.
I mean
Now
the whole thing.
What video games did you play? I didn't play video games, but now I play them all the time.
Okay, very good. Got it, right?
But the question sentence is strange.
Why?
Don't we say, did you play video game?
No.
No, what video game? What video game?
Did you play? So, it's asking about like
So
what
the
did you...
answer should be the video game's name. What video games?
No, it doesn't, not name. Just check on the subject. The subject is only video games, okay? So you don't need to check on what's the name of the game. All right? It doesn't care about that. You have to care about what is the verb tense to use and what is the meaning of the question. Okay? That's why I was able to show you a while ago, like, what video games did you play? Okay? What video games are, because you write here a while ago are you play, right? That's your answer a while ago. Do you remember? The word or the be verb you use is are. And you cannot say it. What video games are you playing? You cannot say that. Because in here with your main verb, you have to add up ing. Right?
Yeah.
But that's not the one written here. The ones written is only play. So you cannot use are instead. Is did. Get it? Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to number 4.
What music do you listen to? Do you listen to? I used to listen to pop music a lot, but now I prefer rock.
Okay. What music do you listen to? Well, this, if you notice in the question, is it something happened in the past? Not exactly. But she's only asking in the present. Oh, what? Yeah, right now. Okay, so it's up to you. It doesn't mean that you ask a question in the past or a question in the present, that you're doing, because how she asked the question is a fact. Okay? When you say a fact or true, something happening true, okay? So you don't need to care about if the question is do or did, okay? Even at number 3, you can also do that, okay? You can use did or do. It doesn't care about it, okay? But in here, I want you to understand the reason why I wrote down did here, so that you will also see the different usage of used to and didn't. Okay? You get it, Peggy? So, getting used to something or something that you used to before, okay, is actually different. But now, you can actually ask or answer a question if the question is used by did in the past. And you can also use it this way. However, you can also use like used to. Okay? I used to play video games, but now I play them all the time. You get it? Alright? You understood that? So, it doesn't care about this question, because what we're actually facing here is a fact. A true one. You understand that? Okay, let me ask you this one. Okay? Get it? So you will you catch up what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, I want you to do something in here. Wait a minute. I want to give you some exercises. Wait a minute. I have to make. I don't know what's wrong with the book. Why is it like this? I'll try to. Oh, okay. I think it doesn't care about that. Wait a minute. It's loading. Okay, Peggy, you have any question with that?
No.
Okay, as you can see at letter B, there are exercises. I think you already did it, and I want to check that. But before I check it, because you don't have extra time now, I'd like to give you something to talk about. Is that okay? Can you give me a writing exercise, Peggy? I know it's not written here, but I want you to talk about your childhood. And of course, in talking about your childhood, please don't forget to use used to. Okay? So you're going to write down, okay, write a short essay about your childhood. Okay? Do not forget using used to. Okay? So
How many sentences?
it's up to you. It doesn't matter, At least, but don't use only 2 sentences, okay? You have to tell a short story, okay? It's up to you, whatever the topic you like to talk about. As long as you talk about your childhood, maybe you can talk about some experiences you had, what you used to when you were a child, And I think it's so exciting to discuss with that. Peggy, I will also share mine, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you then on the next meeting, right? So that's gonna be on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Peggy. Have a great night.
You too.